Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something awesome for all the Invincible fans out there. We're diving into the super creepy, totally wild, and action-packed story of Sinister Mark, an evil version of Invincible from another universe. This dude isn't just bad, he's terrifying. He's got one of the darkest stories in the whole Invincible multiverse, and by the end of this video, you'll see exactly why he's called the worst of them all. So grab your snacks, sit back, and let's explore the full story of Sinister Mark. So, who is Sinister Mark? Well, he looks just like our hero. In Sinister Mark's world, he became much closer to his dad, Omni-Man, and that led him down a dark path. Instead of standing up to the Viltrum Empire like our Mark, Sinister Mark joined them. He became one of the most feared soldiers in the galaxy. Now, Sinister Mark didn't live in a normal world like ours. His dimension was scarier, even the heroes were more dangerous. He once said that the version of Fire Breather in his world was the king of all monsters. That Fire Breather was one of the most terrifying villains he ever faced, way more powerful than the one in our world. He did something unthinkable. He killed his own mom, Debbie, in their very home. And soon after, he did the same thing to his version of Omni-Man. That's right, he murdered his father too. This brings us to one of the biggest and craziest events in Invincible history, the Invincible War. Here's what happened. The supervillain Angstrom Levy from the main dimension had a plan. He wanted revenge on the real Invincible, so he brought together a whole army of evil versions of Mark from different universes. And Sinister Mark? Oh, he was definitely part of it. Angstrom promised to help the Viltrum Empire spread across universes if Sinister Mark helped him destroy our world's Invincible. And Sinister agreed. When the invasion began, Sinister Mark went to Nevada, and guess who he found there? Our version of Fire Breather. But Sinister Mark was unimpressed. He mocked him, said he was weak compared to his world's monster, and took him out just like that. Later during the invasion, he fought against Oliver Grayson, our Mark's little brother. On the third day, Sinister Mark had already destroyed an entire city. That's how powerful he was. He then joined the other evil Invincibles at the Grayson home. He looked around and said he hated that place, the house where he killed his mom. Then Angstrom showed up and told all the evil Invincibles to bring him the real Invincible so he could hurt him himself. But Sinister Mark had had enough. He said Angstrom's plan was stupid and that it got most of them killed. Only 8 of them were left. Angstrom didn't like that answer. So what did he do? He banished them all to a horrible empty place called the Wasteland dimension where they were left to die. Now this is where the story turns from scary to horrifying. In the Wasteland there was no food, no water, and no way out. Just sand, rocks, and 8 evil versions of Mark Grayson, all slowly going crazy. As time passed, they grew hungrier and angrier, and guess what? According to Mohawk Mark, another evil version who survived, it was Sinister Mark's idea for them to start eating each other. Yeah, they turned to cannibalism. They started with the weakest Marks, then the ones who were the most annoying, and finally the strongest ones, until only 2 were left, Mohawk Mark and Sinister Mark. Years later, our Invincible finds himself in that very same wasteland, after another fight with Angstrom Levy. And what does he see? Sinister Mark, feasting on another Mark's corpse. At first, Sinister thinks he's just imagining things. He starts talking to himself, explaining how they all ended up like this. But then he realizes the real Invincible is really standing right there. And what does he do? He tries to eat him too. A fight breaks out, and Sinister Mark is all smiles. He's thrilled to be fighting again, to be getting stronger. He even says that the hungrier he got, the more powerful he became. That's how twisted his mind had become. But just when it seems like Sinister Mark might win, someone jumps in. Mohawk Mark. He had had enough. He blames Sinister for all of it, for the cannibalism, the madness, the horror. He calls him the worst of them all and starts beating him down. Invincible tries to stop the fight, but it's too late. Mohawk Mark kills Sinister Mark. Just like that, the darkest version of Invincible was finally gone. And that's the end of Sinister Mark's story. From a hero with potential to a monster lost in darkness. He was proof that even someone like Invincible could fall hard. But his story also shows us something else. That no matter how far you fall, there's always someone who will stand up and say, enough is enough. If you thought this story was wild, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more epic Invincible breakdowns, alternate universe deep dives, and character stories you won't hear anywhere else. Let us know in the comments who you want us to cover next.